This week on 4 Drive TV, we continue our coverage of the 2013 Tough Dog Tough Truck Challenge with features on the Frame Twister, the All-Terrain, Mudrat's Revenge and the Mystery Night. We've got tech tips on tyres, a well set up Your Rig and a whole lot more. I know you'll love it.
Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard. Fairly rocky section here to start the all-terrain, and the rocks get bigger and bigger as the car progresses through the stage. Claws its way nicely up over these boulders. These tracks are just amazing. What these vehicles do out here is even more amazing. Team is working well together, navigator out in front of the vehicle. Up through a series of boulders and we're starting to get into the tightly treed area and just rocks and rocks and rocks as we climb and climb up across this all-terrain stage. Crawling through nicely controlled RPM. Spectators always love the horsepower. And the rocks just get bigger and bigger. Horsepower through there. The guys are looking for time. Revs coming up, but no forward traction. There we go, forward traction again. Moving through the course. Spectacular view as the suspension works. They'll avoid the bonus line, smart move. They'll swing around for the 100-point exit. Driving nicely, great traction off those tyres, swing it round, watching the bunting. That's another problem with these courses, they do change drastically throughout the day. Keeping it nice and wide. Horsepower. High centred on a rock here, right before the finish line. Come on guys, bit of a cheer for them. One of the mainstays here at Tough Truck. One of the most popular stages. This year proving to be one of the toughest. The Snake Racing Frame Twister. Here we go, this is what we're here to see. Straight into it, no mucking around. These tyres are causing massive problems for a number of vehicles. Making good progress. Severe drop off to the left there. Very, very tough section of the course here. Stuck solid and just digging. Not a good sign. One last big climb now. They've lined themselves up very well for this course. And down! Land on all fours! Made it through that very difficult tyre section. Warning there for excessive wheel spin. Nicely done, they've got back on track. That's looking much better. Can they make it? This is looking good. Searching for traction here. They've got it. Straddling the tyres. Look at the angle on that vehicle, that is impressive. Awesome drive, crowd loves that, very impressive. Good use of horsepower to get them through the first bit. We've got one stuck here needing recovery. This section through here will be extremely interesting. Yes, the crowd is loving it. Making it look easy. They've got the line right so far. We haven't seen many cars get this far. These guys will really struggle to even get out of here. Amazing to think the vehicle can do this, but that's what the Tuff trucks are capable of doing. How good is that? Woo-hoo-hoo! Get your head inside here quickly. It's time for four-wheel drive TV.
Holden's toughest 4x4 ever has arrived. Introducing the all-new Holden Colorado 7. It comes with 7 seats as standard and it's loaded with serious off-road grunt. You'll get 3-ton towing and the awesome 470 Newton-meter Duramax diesel engine, plus an impressive wading depth and hill descent control, all for the hardcore adventurer. The all-new Holden Colorado 7 is here. Take it off-road at your Holden dealer today.
Now, who doesn't want more power? And I bet that most of you with diesels have your hands in the air. DP Chip is not a snack food, it's the real deal, and simply modifies the engine fuel injection parameters to increase performance to a measurable difference of up to 35% more power and torque and up to 10% better economy. DP Chip, the only diesel power chip with a 5-year warranty, 24/7 tech support and user adjustability. For more information on DP Chip Diesel Power, call 02 4877 1022 or visit dpchip.com.
Got a ute? Need more space? Need it to be safe and secure? And of course stylish? Then look no further than Carry Boy. Designed with the true lines of your vehicle in mind and the ultimate in functionality, a Carry Boy canopy will transform the look and performance of your utility. For more information on why Carry Boy are the world leaders in canopy design, durability and practicality, visit carryboy.com.au.
Hi, I'm Dave Robinson from Performance Exhaust Ringwood. When purchasing a four-wheel drive system for your vehicle, we strongly recommend that you choose a locally built system designed for Australian conditions and to Australian standards. The manufacturers of these systems design them to stand up to the harsh punishment that Australians can give them. I have here with me today an Australian-made extreme duty system. I'd like to run you through why we believe this to be of superior quality to some of the cheaper imported systems on the market today. Immediately we can see how well it's presented and how well it's protected inside the box. These kits are designed for DIY fitment and come with full instructions. Each component is separated to protect them during freight. These kits are designed to ensure you have all the parts to get the job done. All the nuts and bolts, rubbers, gaskets are included in the kit. A high quality system will provide you with an O2 sensor bung for tuning and an EGT probe outlet. These extreme duty systems have a lot of thought put into the systems to give them longevity, including the gasket areas. The systems have a through pipe system on the gasket areas, allowing for the pipe to protrude through the flange plate to protect the gasket for long life. Normally the flange is flush and the gasket has no protection. With the pipe through the flange plate, is well protected, so when the system is assembled, the tube protrudes through the other pipe to give it a nice firm fitment. Inclusion of a stainless steel tip is another indicator of a quality system. You'll find with the cheap imported systems, this mount here will just be welded to the side of the pipe, and after a bit of time it'll just pull straight out of the side of the pipe, forming a hole in your system. By utilising the double wrap system, you have a nice thick piece of steel wrapping the whole pipe and holding the system together. As you can see, if it's provided with a bracket, it's a well-made triangulated bracket that gives it high strength that will not break in extreme conditions. This is another sign that a high-quality Australian-built system for Australian standards is well thought out. These are just some of the benefits of purchasing a high-quality Australian-built system. You're not likely to find the same amount of forethought and engineering in the cheap imported systems. You're likely to be spending a lot of money on four-wheel drive accessories, including your exhaust system. So buy a high-quality Australian-made system and buy it once.
Behind me here is the start line. We've got a straight run through. The trucks will wheel up around to my right, come up through a series of tyres, water holes in between those, wheel back around into a big drop off, straight around, wheel around to their right through water and rocks, and climb up out over some rocks where they've got a choice of an easy exit or a bonus line. From there the trucks will wind around to their right, come back through the middle of this course, through the last bog hole, a long straight run into a rock wall. Not many cars made it last night. Let's see how many can get through it tonight. Saturday night, Monster Rides, Mudrats for Revenge. Six-minute DNF time. This time will pass very quickly here on this stage. If the guy's going to do something, they need to do it quickly. Well, whatever they've done, they're very happy about it, and the crowd just loves seeing them. Navi would like a piece of the action as well. Everyone was wondering why this guy pulled up salt and pepper. That's why. Took a tyre off the bead. Completely. I wonder where his tyre is. Front wheels up on the first one. Climbing, climbing, climbing. 100-point gate is looking good.
I think the tyre walls won't be that much of a problem, hopefully with a shorter wheelbase, but with the deep mud down here in the 60-point mark, that's where I think the problem might be for us tonight.
Getting deep in here.
So close yet, so far.
Wasn't much time, but yeah, he kept working and he did well.
Happy days, mate. Well done. Go get yourself cleaned up. We'll see you out there tomorrow. Thank you.
Big cheer from the crowd, he's getting close. Pops it over, nicely done, he's going to need to give it some here. He's not mucking around. Some hidden rocks under the water there. Got some movement, the boys are back in it. There's the rev, we're pulling through.
Get your head inside here quickly. It's time for four-wheel drive TV.
The next generation of shock absorbers is here. Leading the way in 4x4 suspension development, Old Man Emu introduces the most advanced and finely tuned shock absorber on the market. Nitro Charger Sport incorporates a new valving system that instantly adapts to all terrain for an outstanding smooth ride and phenomenal control. Backed by a 3-year, 60,000 kilometre warranty, you can trust Nitro Charger Sport, built in Australia for Australian conditions.
When the going gets tough, when you're bogged down deep, or when your mates reach out for help, Mean Mother is your first choice for recovery gear and winches. From the Tough as Nails Edge series, built for passionate four-wheel drivers and packed with quality components and features, to the over-engineered Boss series, offering superior reliability, endurance and efficiency under the toughest conditions, Mean Mother has a winch for all applications. Check out meanmother.com.au and explore your limits with a Mean Mother winch, the mother of all winches.
At Tamer, we've tried to take all the hard work out of four-wheel driving, so you can be an expert as well as an enthusiast. Our parts interpreters talk fluent four-wheel drive because we're talking with 40 years' experience. We've got all the four-wheel drive parts and accessories that you'll ever need, so you can toss them in the back for cheap insurance. When you're miles from the closest mechanic, you'll appreciate that advice. Tamer, we talk fluent four-wheel drive.
Hi, my name's Terry Murphy. This is my 98 GU Patrol. Good performer, 4.8 petrol. Also got it on gas. 12,000 pound winch, HID spotties. Got multitude of radio equipment, VHF, UHF. Also 6-inch GPS inbuilt dash system as well. Beautiful dust sealed roof rack, plenty of storage. ARB air lockers, front and rear, 33-inch, 4-inch lift. Got the Safari snorkel as well as a dual battery system. Custom sliders. Oh yeah, got a pie warmer in the back as well. Cooking pies at the moment too. Just come back from Simpson Desert. Did a really good job. And I think we might be heading back up there by the end of the year. I love getting out through the back of Walhalla, Brisbane Ranges, up around the back of Avoca. All places where there's a reasonable amount of challenge and nice fresh scenery. That's the thing I like about four-wheel driving. I don't think I can improve it anymore at the moment. Very happy with the way it is. I've got adequate ground clearance, other than the fact that I'd love to be able to do something about the economy, but then they're a heavy vehicle, so you've got to pay for it, I guess.
If you'd like to join us for our next Your Rig trip, then email myself with your details. Each weekly winner takes home a cap and stubby holder courtesy of All Sat Phones, a pair of scissors thanks to Keyslar Knives, a promo pack courtesy of ARB including Forby the plush toy, a travel mug, the latest ARB cap, the latest ARB jacket, and a set of valve caps to bling your rig. There's an ARB Penrith stubby holder, a Manel Motors stubby holder, a U-Fixit tyre ratchet set, there's a copy of Dirt Cop magazine and Wild Deer and Hunting Adventures magazine, a set of the Australian designed expander pegs, a stubby of Bundaberg ginger beer, an up-and-go breakfast replacement courtesy of Sanitarium, a pen and cap thanks to Berrima Diesel and DP Chip, a set of four-wheel drive TV medium stickers, and it's all neatly packaged up in an ARB cargo gear carry bag.
Thanks for checking out my rig, and thanks very much to 4-Wheel Drive TV and all the sponsors.
Welcome to the Glen Dobbin Mystery Night Stage. Now, as you can see behind me, we've got some massive rocks here and we're only part way through this amazing night course. No spectators, the competitors have no idea what is up in this area. They've got to strike it in full darkness. It is going to be absolutely exciting. Check out these rock formations that we've got here on the Mystery Night Drive. High friction surface, very hard packed solid sort of rock. We'll see the vehicles grinding and dragging themselves over these, but plenty of traction on the tyres. It will really come down to this soft dirt to rock transfers in between the rocks. That's where the cars are going to struggle. We're going to see some great action on this stage. You can see the navigator out in front, very carefully guiding the vehicles through. This rocky terrain is treacherous, but these guys are well experienced. Wheel placement is absolutely imperative here. The navigator is streaking ahead, talking the driver through. Important teamwork here. Another great advancement in the sport here are the high-tech comms these guys are running. They don't need to yell at each other. They can talk quietly over their headsets. Low pressure tyres here, getting maximum traction off these rocks. Like I mentioned earlier, it's these crevices, the dirt to rock transfers in between these rocks that are going to cause all of the problems. That's where these tyres get wedged and stuck, diffs hung up on. This is where these guys are really going to have to start working. If they want to pass that 80-point mark, they really need to work it. Front left-hand CV just snapped there. Great flex on the vehicles there. You hear it come down on those huge rocks. Working through, and they're just passing the 60-point mark now. These events aren't timed. It's all about how far they can get through these courses. Now, we're speaking earlier about the penalties for reversing. It's important to note how adaptive the marshals are, the stage managers here at Tuff Truck. It's hard to monitor the number of reverses here on the night stage, so they've called a blank out of all of those reverse penalties. So reversing here is not a penalty at all on these stages. Good decision by the marshals this evening, but it is a penalty point for using the rear steer. A little bit of advice there from the navigator, and you see the vehicle start to pull, gaining traction. This is how the teams work. And that is it. Time is called. It's the end of a great night here at the Glendobbin Mystery Night Stage.
If you're considering buying some new all-terrains for your four-wheel drive, some of the key features you need to look for are simply the see-through tread, so the water can actually get through the channeling of the tyre on the wet bitumen. Internal siping, which are these small slits in the tread, and they act like a small squeegee, forcing the air out of those slits and pushing the water off the block of the tyre into the channel and then out through the back of the channel. Just as important is looking for features on the sidewall that are going to give you the most protection. This will include a side biter, then of course tyre with a straighter design in the sidewall. The sidewalls are less susceptible to off-road damage. And of course a light truck construction is always a great thing to look for when you're buying an all-terrain tyre. If you keep all these features in mind when you purchase your next set of all-terrain tyres, you're guaranteed that you're going to choose a quality four-wheel drive tyre.
Saturday the 29th of June, get down to Headcut Park Raceway for some of the best four-wheel drive action you've ever seen. We're going to have heaps of cars around here at Readies 4x4. There's big jumps, tabletops, berm, there's something we call the fishbowl at the end. We've got burnout comps going on, some mad drifting around the corners, and all this action under lights. So get to Headcut Park, 29th of June, gates open at 5, racing at 6, ends at 9. We'll catch you there.
Tune in next week when 4 Wheel Drive TV covers the final stages of the 2013 Tough Dog Tough Truck Challenge, with highlights from the Rocky Horror, Heartbreak Ridge and Devil's Marbles. We'll announce the series prize winners, look at the Tough Truck wrap-up and feature the event winners. All that and plenty more next week on 4 Wheel Drive TV. I'm Simon Christie. Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard. I'll see you next week.